State Board of Education decided to keep Oklahoma schools closed for the rest of this school year. Today, the board approved a plan to have students use distance learning to finish out the year online. And schools all across Oklahoma now deciding how to continue learning when classes resume in 2 weeks. 2 Works View's Christy Maria breaks down what our local school districts have planned.
Green Country school districts will, in most part, turn to remote learning for the rest of the semester. And that provides unique challenges that those districts will now have just about a week and a half to figure out. Jenks Public Schools will transition to what they're calling distance learning. That'll start April 6th and it'll go through the end of the school year. The school district is working with the State Department of Education on adjustments to curriculum that will have to come with going online. They'll be updating parents over the next week on what exactly that'll entail. In Broken Arrow, BA students from 6th through 12th grade will be turning to their Chromebooks for assignments, and they'll get video instruction for a portion of their learning. Teachers will email assignments for elementary school students, and they can work with parents to utilize Zoom or FaceTime to keep face-to-face contact with their students. Tulsa Public Schools will rely on online learning. Administrators are working to help students without computer or internet access at home. That includes creating a computer checkout process, which will give priority to high school juniors and seniors so they can stay on track to graduate. The schools will provide online work as well as physical in-hand work for those students with different needs.
There won't be one way in which the district is tackling. We're going to be differentiating across schools and differentiating, of course, across grade levels.
Families of Tulsa Public Schools will also be able to sign up for 60 days of free internet through Cox. They just need to sign up and have the tools to be able to set it up at home. Chris DeMaria, 2 Works for You.
Businesses considered non-essential in counties that have confirmed coronavirus cases are preparing to close their doors by 11:59 tonight. 2 Works for You's Vincent Hill shows how one local business owner is trying to adjust. Vincent?
That's right, Karen. In about 7 hours, doors like this will be closed for the next 21 days. Now, earlier today, I talked to a local salon owner who's worried about paying her bills and now how she's worried about making money. Time is running out for Melanie Barnes, a hairstylist at Inspire Salon. She's been styling hair almost 30 years and only took an extended time off once in her career.
Took off only for maternity leave, and that was it.
Now, for the first time, she is worried about paying bills. She says luckily her husband is in sales and still able to work. That's not the case for her boss.
I'm just worried for, the owner,
Kim Nadal opened Inspire Salon 6 years ago and says her clients have been steady and loyal ever since. After a recent divorce and less than $1,000 in savings, Kim's future is uncertain, and now she's hoping to get a job at an essential business.
I'm going to try to defer my house payment and my car payment for 3 months. I've heard that they're allowing that for some people. And I'm getting a job if I can. I have a job interview tomorrow at Sprouts.
Although her business will be shut down, her expenses will keep adding up.
I am still required to pay my rent here at the salon, even though we are not allowed to work. So I have no safety net. But we'll work whatever.
Now, Kim tells me that although she has to close her doors, health is very important. She says her clients have been buying gift cards and buying prepaid services so that she'll be able to take care of them once she's reopened. In Tulsa, Vincent Hill, 2 Works for You.
To do this all from home, have total access to all the weather computers. And if you want to see behind the scenes picture, you can go to my Facebook page on Mike WX. I'll show you my setup. It's a one-man band right now. As we take a look outside, wind speeds, the gusts have been up to 28 to about 20, 30 miles per hour with even higher gusts earlier today. It has been very windy across northeast Oklahoma. So we do have a chance for a few isolated severe storms heading into Friday evening. A few of those could be severe with large hail and damaging winds. Now, I want to emphasize these storms are going to be isolated and not widespread. There's just a very low threat for tornado activity. However, it's Oklahoma. We're getting that season where we'll be watching it very closely. I will move back in studios for any severe weather or life-threatening weather. We will always be there to keep you safe. Looking at our future track radar, this is for Friday night to Saturday morning. And again, you notice the lack of coverage of activity because they're going to be isolated in nature and very few and far between. So not everybody's going to see rain Friday evening, but if you do, they could be on the strong to severe side. Outside right now in our Dave's Claremore RV Weather Camera Network, a few high thin cirrus clouds, breezy day, beautiful day. You can see a lot of water in that river. The lake levels are high, and they're going to continue to be high with the rain chances at least through the next 7 days. So 90 is where we're heading tomorrow, down into the 80s for Friday. This weekend, temperatures in the lower 70s and 60s and 70s early next week as well. All right, your weekend looks pretty nice. Temperature lower 70s should be a really nice weekend. Clouds will increase by Sunday afternoon, which we'll be watching another storm system early next week, which could bring us more rain. Take a look at the temperatures. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tulsa at 67 degrees, McAllister 65. Very warm start, very breezy start to your day. Winds will not be as strong tomorrow as today, generally about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But look at the high, 90 degrees in Tulsa. 90, that's going to be a new record for us. And then the chance for storms Friday evening. Again, they will be isolated in nature, but we have a pretty good chance of those occurring. Again, very isolated in nature, and a few of those could be severe with large hail and damaging winds. The extended forecast look for highs to cool into the 60s and 70s early next week. Let's take a look at today's future forecaster.
Hi, my name is Zuleika, and I think the weather is gonna be cold because it has snowed before, and my favorite weather is winter. Hola, mi nombre es Zuleika. Yo creo que el tiempo va a estar nevando y va a ser mucho frío porque como ya ha nevado y mi mejor tiempo en el clima es la...
One Broken Arrow business decided to close last week for 21 days before it was mandated, all to protect their staff and clients. And now because of the governor's order, they'll be out of business for over a month. Brianda Thibodeau says that her employees at Renew You Massage and Spa are impacted.
And the people that work here, we're all single mothers. So that essentially is taking money out of us and our children's livelihoods.
Thibodeau says she's concerned about paying rent at the spa and being able to pay her home mortgage. To bring in some money, she is offering package deals at a reduced cost that can be used once they reopen. The Oklahoma Aquarium is missing peak field trip season. This time of year, they're ready to welcome thousands of students from schools all across Green Country. And now instead, they're preparing to downsize their staff. 2 Works View's Sierra Pizarro gives us an inside look.
So if this were a normal Wednesday, at least 1,000 other people would be here with me. And with Governor Stitt's new order after today, at any given time, there will be only 10 employees caring for the 10,000 animals here at the aquarium.
For those who do take care of the animals, they're coming in and making sure that the animals are getting, their normal standard of care. And those of us who have been working remotely are just kind of in limbo like the rest of the world, waiting to figure out when we can see guests again.
The Oklahoma Aquarium is in week 2 of closure. The first week was spring break.
Spring break is one of our busiest weeks, and having to be closed during spring break is certainly going to take a toll on the aquarium.
The folks here are uncertain when these big fish will have an audience again. But there's still a way to see these sea critters. 10 bull sharks and 3 nurse sharks will entertain fans online. The aquarium's working on streaming a live tank feed.
Check in on our sharks while we're not here.
And as they adapt to this dry time for visitors, they're also educating students stuck at home.
So we've started a program called Unstoppable Science, and that's because when the doors are closed to the aquarium, science doesn't stop. So we are going to be releasing a new activity every single day.
The videos are on the aquarium's website and Facebook page. In Tulsa, I'm Sierra Pizarro, 2 Works for You.
Local restaurants and businesses are asking for the community's support during this very tough time. Tonight, 2 Works View's Katie Kelleher shares one restaurant's plans to try and keep going.
Flavors of Louisiana is cooking up 8 generations of Cajun family recipes.
We do everything by the book, the way that they did it when my grandmother was around and my great-grandmother was around. We cook everything slow and low, and we try to make sure that every bit has some love in it.
The restaurant is feeling the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Owner Amy Gibson says they're doing less than 10% of what they usually do in food sales. And she's had to lay off about 90% of her staff, leaving just 3 employees.
It's been hard on me. It's been hard on my employees. We're doing the best that we can to keep it light and jovial, but I've always told my employees that I'll take care of you guys no matter what.
The employees feel the same toward Gibson. When asked what she's most worried about, manager Summer Davis didn't say herself.
It's really stressful because our boss, she's like a mom to us. She's not like an owner. She's like a mom to all of us here. So she's a family at home. So I'm more worried about not really myself, but how she's going to take care of her family because she takes care of us.
Have a good night, Mason.
Both feel the restaurant is like family. Gibson says she is hoping to support all of her employees and help them pay rent and bills. Davis says she's not sure what will happen if they have to close down.
It'll be hard for me to go out and find another job that I enjoy like I enjoyed this one. So it'll just take, like, mentally, it'll be really, really hard on me because I'm not going to find a job that's like this one anywhere else.
Gibson says she's worried about the long-term effects this will have on all businesses. She wants to keep Tulsa, Tulsa, and urges others to help.
Do your part to support Tulsa. Do your part to shop locally and try to give your support to every mom and pop shop that you know of, because without your support, we're not going to thrive. And then when this is all over with, we're not going to have our favorite places to eat anymore.
If you want to try some Cajun cuisine and support flavors of Louisiana, visit them at their restaurant here near 61st and Lewis. They're doing takeout and are going to start delivery soon. And if you know another restaurant or business we should highlight, let us know at our website, kjrh.com/open. Katie Kelleher, 2 Works for You.
With today's announcement that school buildings will not reopen this school year, many support staff wonder what's that going to mean for them. Well, our Travis Guillory is working for you tonight, answering questions submitted to our Problem Solvers Coronavirus Hotline.
With the recent announcement that schools are going to be closed for the remainder of this school year, a lot of support staff members are worried about their paychecks.
We are 9-month employees. We get paid for the work that we do. We're not like teachers where our wage is guaranteed for the year. We sign contracts just like the teachers do. I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that we're talking 5 more months where we won't see a wage if we're not taken care of.
So I reached out to some of the biggest school districts in Green Country, and here's what they had to say. Tulsa, Owasso, and Bixby are all saying yes, they will be paying support staff members for the remainder of their contracts. Broken Arrow school officials say that they're working with their legal team on a resolution. Muskogee school officials say that their support staff members will receive their paychecks for the month of April, but they're working on a resolution for the board to approve for the remainder of their contracts. And Sapulpa school officials say that the state legislature is working on a remedy regarding state law and pay for support staff. And with all of the changes happening right now, if there's a question that you would like me to look into, just give us a call. The number you see here, our 2 Works for You Problem Solvers Coronavirus Hotline at 918-748-1502, and I'll do my best to get you the answers that you need. Travis Guillory, 2 Works for You.